Hello everyone, hello, this is your very own Buddy Black reporting in. I did a little bit of Psychonium collecting off screen because I didn't want to like submit you all to just me meandering and like rummaging around the campus. Is this called a campus or campgrounds? There we go. Just looking for Psychonium, and then not to mention, having to battle cougars and bears. Oh, and one thing, I got a new level and it was like, hey, go see Ford about that. And so I did, and he gave me invisibility, so I can turn invisible. Unfortunately, I didn't record, or at least I wasn't recording it, so I don't have that sequence, of him getting the patch and then like sort of pulling the invisibility thing. So I'm gonna get this voodoo doll. Ooh, a voodoo doll. That seems kind of fitting, especially in a psychic summer camp. So I'm gonna finally buy this stupid cobweb duster. Oh, wrong button.
Hey, anything new in the store?
Your mom.
Look. Whoa, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's. Alrighty then.
Finally! The cobweb duster is a real-world device that can project itself along with you into the mental world. Aim it at any mental cobwebs you find and press F to collect the cobweb. And unlike the fishing rod in Minecraft, you cannot use it to mess with enemies, I believe. It would have been fun, but, little opportunity missed. Later, bring the cobweb duster to Agent Cruller's sanctuary, where your captured cobwebs can be redeemed for side cards in the mental cobweb detangler.
What else can I do you for? You take that Psychor there.
Take it.
Excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
Actually, I'm gonna buy
What
two.
else can I do you
That's it for now.
Alright, go get more airheads and.
Bye, dude. Finally, I got that stupid cobweb duster. Last where I left off, in the video, I think I had about 400 something, almost 500. And you can obviously tell that I did a lot of walking around, because the cool thing about Psychonium is that it pretty much respawns if you leave the area and then come back. So it's really cool. Unfortunately, also, these cougars also respawn. So turning invisible is actually very, very handy, especially with the bears too, because those bears take a couple of more hits, maybe like 2 more hits than cougars do. Cougars, you can take them down in like 3 hits, easy. But, they also swipe back, and bears also swipe back too, and since they got more mass, they got a little bit more health, and, they can take a little bit more damage. But it still stands that they are very stupid, so I'm just going to collect a couple of more, Psychonium things, that way I, have something to my name. So yeah, there should be another cougar just around this rock, but it hasn't respawned yet. So I'm just gonna leave that alone and then head over to Ford's sanctuary, put a couple of cards with some eyeballs. So
Let's go to Ford's.
yeah.
Yes, Nova.
I do apologize if I sound gross right now. Don't know if you've heard, but a lot of people have been getting sick lately. But fortunately, I don't have a cough. It's just mostly congestion and, extra mucus production and all that stuff. Really delicious. And it's so much fun, especially when I don't have any medication to really help with that. But hey, I have years of experience under my belt, so I'll just deal with it. But, in case the sniffling does bother you, I apologize in advance. And if the sniffling has bothered you in the past, well, I apologize that too.
I still need to buy a Psychor at the camp store before I can use this machine to make Psy challenge markers.
But I bought 2. Oh, I think I got 2 in like one go. Okay. Fortunately, I have enough for like 1 more, but unfortunately, I don't really care too much. So I'm just gonna head towards Ford. Where is that place? Oh, so what I was talking about is freaking when I came here to get the new power-up, which is the invisibility, after the cutscene, he was like, hey, I have something to show you, and he walked off here. So I'm going to head in this direction to see what it was he had to show me. I mean, I kind of know what it is, but still, a little refresher doesn't hurt. So there he is. I'm going to talk to him. There we go. Cutscene takes over for me. Oh. Oh my. Oh no, even Vernon?
Make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
They're dead. I'm kidding.
Sasha
They're
said
alive.
he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did. No, something's happened to them. Rasputin, Listen, you're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin.
Backstory.
Not as the Ford crawler you know.
What?
Backstory.
Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind. But you seem fine to me.
Backstory.
Yes, when I'm down here near the Psytanium mother lode. The concentrated power of the Psytanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities, with no memory of who I really am. I'd be no use to you unless you needed something raked or mopped.
Or grilled or shellacked.
You can call headquarters and get help.
He is headquarters.
Psychonauts won't listen to me.
I'm kidding.
They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my missions. Headquarters doesn't know I'm the one behind the assignment, so they'd never get approved. But Sasha and Mia seem to be out of commission now.
Yeah.
You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
No, not yet.
How about now?
I remember the first time I did that, it caught me so off guard. I even drew a comic about it. It was so fantastic, but the comic is long since gone. I mean, I know where it is, roughly, but it's back in California and I have no way of accessing it because it was drawn on one of those huge, 24 by 36 spiral notebook art books or whatever. I have no idea. Sorry if you heard a rustling sound right now. For some reason, both of my sister's cats are really transfixed by a spot near the bottom of the ladder that leads up to my loft. Yeah, my setup right now is kind of really cool. It reminds me of the dorms. I have a loft bed, which is kind of elevated, so it's like a bunk bed with only the top. And then I have the desk underneath with all my laptop and my equipment and all that stuff. Of course, the only equipment I really have is this microphone and my mouse, along with my cup of coffee, but it's besides the point. Let's see if he slaps him again.
No, not yet.
Yep.
How about now?
Well, they say third time's a charm, and everything works in three, so I'm gonna say yes.
Good.
Huh.
You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
There he go. I think you can actually go into the room with them. For some reason, I thought that they were all back in the main lodge watching TV in the back room. I think they were originally, but then Ford, moved them over here. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, and if you also noticed in one of my previous videos, I, kept having an arrow pointing to that guy right there saying he was Snake. But, so it's pretty funny because if you look at him from this direction, then it is Snake. And that guy right there looks like Ross. That is so weird. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to Boyd and then go inside of his mind and then just do all sorts of cool stuff. So,
It's time to go to the lake.
Yes, sir.
alright, so I'm not actually gonna show the whole sequence with Linda, so I'll be right back. So, I'm on the other side here with Boyd, and when I used the foghorn thingy to summon Linda, she just kind of immediately appeared, almost. So I like to imagine that she's just sitting right deep enough in the water so she's not visible and just kind of, I don't know, filing her claws or something. So,
That boy band, who are merely the pawns of...
mean Brian Epstein and the Beatles? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to use this thing to finally go inside of his mind because I got a cobweb duster, so that's pretty cool.
pretty
So,
much control everything.
yeah, that's the Beatles for you. They controlled everything. And then the government approached them after Paul died in a car crash and was like,
Not
hey,
another tracking device.
Paul is dead. Here's a look-alike, sound-alike. Keep making music. And John Lennon was like, oh no, come together right now. Over me. A lot of weird conspiracies going on. I'm pretty sure Boyd is very well versed in that one. Or maybe it's not worth his time because he figured it out. That Paul just kind of transcended into a new dimension and whatever. Oh hey, here we are. Boyd's mind. Ooh, a lovely cow. I want a lamp like that. It's a very nice blue.
It's perfect, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost complete. Just a few missing pieces.
Yes, now, which piece talks about the milkman? The one who opens the asylum gate?
But it's all about the milkman. Can't you see?
Is this like one of those 3D paintings? I can never do those.
No, you just gotta learn to see it like I see it. There's something in the fridge that might help you see the world like I do.
Ooh, sorry, I don't drink. Before noon, I mean.
Oh my god, Raz. Such a hard drinker.
tuna
Look at you,
canneries.
drinking milk when in reality you're actually lactose intolerant. Oh, I forgot you can actually walk on the counters here. I'm just gonna collect the figments real quick before I forget because they're just gonna be like popping in and out of existence all obnoxious like.
Like I
Oh, she's...
know that they are crawling all over my skin.
Yeah,
And
Linkin
let's
Park
just
does
say
that to
for
you.
now that they-
Alright, so let's see what's in here. Oh, it's
I have
a
to get rid
patch.
of some of this.
Nice. Clairvoyance. This is where the crow feather comes in handy in case you've noticed it in my inventory. Da, 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 da. Ugh. Can you imagine if an eyeball actually appeared on your forehead of that size? Okay, clairvoyance lets you see through the eyes of another. Try it on a person directly or on a handheld object that bears this special aura. And it's a little symbol. It's pretty cool.
And nobody seems to care.
Okay, practice clairvoyance
I'm dropping
on
out
a
of
living
this yoga
subject.
convention. There's no fruit.
Actually, I'm going to close this. Alright, so let's do it. Boop. Ooh. Those are a lot of lines. Oh. Oh no, he's dead.
The
Dang
milkman's
it.
dead? Aw, crud.
That actually
Burned
kind of
up
looked
in
like
a
my
department store
handwriting a little
fire.
bit.
Didn't you hear? At
No.
least that's what the media would have you believe.
Oh,
Is he dead or not?
perhaps.
Go to the graveyard. Dig him up. Oh, you'll find something all right. But it's neither man nor milk. And the
Ooh.
little girl stuck her finger in the dike and saved all the windmills. But who does the little girl work for?
Alright, so I'm going to save digging up the milkman for next time, I guess. I mean, what is that called? Exhuming a body? I think that's the term for it. Anyways, I hope you all have a good day. If it isn't a good day, treat yourself to a little something, like maybe a delicious glass of milk. But actual milk and not whatever killed the milkman, I guess. And until we meet again next time, I really hope you do. Bye. Oh, that's a lovely family. Is that Zelda on the right? And Wirt in the middle? And Mac and Blue on the left? I don't even know.